Hello everyone, Trent Hummel here with the Western Equipment Dealers Association Dealer Institute Training and Consulting Division. Today we're going to talk about the top traits to look for when hiring a salesman. Now you can also use these ideas when you're doing your employee review, your salesman review every year, or when you're discussing his results and he's asking you how can he improve. Now over the years we've asked a lot of salesmen, what do they believe customers like in a salesman? And the salesman will always say, customers want their salesman to be likable, professional, and sociable. When we do customer focus groups, I'll bring that up. I'll say to the customers, I say salesmen believe that they need to be likable, sociable, and professional in their roles. And the customers will all agree, yes, that's a default trait. If they don't have those three traits, they're probably in the wrong career. So then we'll start to discuss, okay, what are some of the advanced traits you've noticed over your careers buying machinery from different salesmen? And these are the items, the things that they've shared. They want their salesman to be knowledgeable, and that's not just on product. They know that they're buying one unit a year, they're on the internet every night for 2 hours for a month. They know that item inside out, upside down. There's no way the salesman's going to keep up to what they know on the product as far as product knowledge. But an OEM's website says XYZ option is the best option in the whole world, you got to buy it. The customer wants to be able to go to the salesman and say, what about this option? And the salesman might be able to say, hey, the way that you farm or the way our soil conditions are, there's a better alternative option. There's a short line supplier that provides an attachment that will do everything that thing does and more. Those are the kind of product knowledge ideas that customers are asking for. Now, I want to get into this. Where we're losing on this a little bit is that lots of salesmen tell me they want to sell machinery and make money, and that's great. But that shouldn't be the focus of your job. Your job should be focused on, how do these people farm? Do I know enough about growing a hay crop to be of value to this customer? Do I know what it means when he says X, Y, Z when he's putting a crop in? Or maybe you're a construction dealer and your salesman doesn't know the first thing about laying pavement. Salesmen need to get more naturally curious about our customers' business. That's where you become advanced. You start asking questions, and after 1 and 2 and 3 years, you've talked to 10 and 20 and 30 and 40 guys and you've asked different questions. You need to be a listener and a teacher at the same time, because you're going to hear a lot of stuff and you can share this. Now, you're not going to share another guy's deep, dark information, but you can say, I've heard different people doing this way or doing this or doing that. How come you're not doing that around here? Is there a reason why? He might have a sound answer. He might have just never thought of it. But you're starting to become a value. You're going to understand why he's doing the things he does and how he does it, and you're going to understand the business of agriculture or the business of construction or whatever you're selling into. Now, you've got to have a little passion in order to be asking those questions. And I'd like it to ask questions. I was in the South and I was at a farm and the guy grew pecans on trees. I didn't know the first thing about it. I was asking him all kinds of questions and he said, what are you trying to sell me something or buy something? I'm just curious, fella. I just want to know. I've never seen a pecan tree in my whole life. Now, the third thing is creativity. Salesmen like you to be creativity. They buy 1 or 2 deals a year, 1 or 2 units a year. Salesmen and dealerships do hundreds of deals a year. There's 100 different ways to put a deal together. The customer says, I don't have enough down payment, or I only want my payments to be this much, or I want to buy this much of a machine, but my budget is only this high. How can you put that deal together? How can you make it work? And those creativity ideas get a lot easier when you start to understand the customer's financial position, what's paid for in his yard, what his long and short-term goals are, what his succession plan is, and then you can start showing up with these creative ideas on how you can put this package together. And it's not just, here's one way to lease it and here's one way to buy it. There's so many different ways to be creative. And once you start presenting that kind of stuff to the customer, you're going to become a trusted advisor. You're going to move from a salesman to this trusted advisor, and you're going to be led into his inner circle. You're going to become his machinery consultant. He's going to be your go-to guy every time because you know his operation, you know how he farms. You've got other ideas on maybe what you can suggest he can use or what he should buy in order to tackle a project, but you've got to get in that. You got to be passionate, and you got to be naturally curious about his farming business. And with that, let's go to work. Thank you.